Hi everyone, welcome back to another session of ordering on CCASA Docs. Today we're going to run through one of our favourites called business names. Business names is one that trips a lot of people up. There's a lot of requirements around business names. It shouldn't come across as difficult as what it does, but it is. Ordering online through the ASIC website, you would assume would be fairly simple, but unfortunately we find a lot of people come unstuck and they have a lot of issues. So we have created an online order form for business names. We do charge a very small fee for processing it for you. It's more about our time, but we can certainly go through. One of the things to always remember is when we set you up a business name, when you use this form to set one up, we will send you the certificate of incorporation of the business name, and we will send you some other documentation. One of the things you need to do is read that documentation, and you need to make sure that you change the email address for the business name, because that is set for us because we're setting it up, but you need to go in and change it. It's very easy to change. Our team are more than happy to step you through how to change it. In fact, we'll probably do an information video at some stage for that. But please, when you're ordering a business name, read the documentation we send you and update that email address. So let's go through the process. So we go new. Okay, we're assuming you have a log on for CCASA Docs. If you don't, please ask and we'll get one through, and click on business name. Now this is going to come up, and we're doing a couple of things in this one form. So we're actually doing, if you want to do a business name transfer, or if you want to do a new business name. So if you're doing a transfer, you change that to yes, of course, and it will change some of the questions we're asking. That is for another video. This one is just purely about a new one, so we'll leave that as no. And we go to next. So here's where we're going through some business now. You do need an ABN. You cannot set a business name up without an ABN number. Okay, so have a think about who's going to own the business name. Is it going to be an individual? Is it going to be a family trust, a unit trust? Is it going to be a company? And make sure that person or entity, company, trust, has an ABN, and it is a valid ABN. We will need to have that. So we can pop in here what business name we want, and we'll call it demo business name. We will come here and put in an ABN of, say, 631234567889. Okay. Alternate name again. If you can't have the first one, we'll automatically go to alternate one, alternate two. If you leave them blank and we can't get your business name, we will contact you. You can choose 1 year or 3 years for registration. It's the ASIC fee that changes, not the CCASA fee. Our fee is fixed whether you buy a 1 or 3 year registration. So let's go for one. Do you want a binder? We'll go Burgundy. They are a 20 mil binder, not a 40 mil. So they are half the size of a company binder. But again, that's your choice. If you want electronic, no binder, or a binder, you just choose. So go next. So the registered office and principal place of business, this is similar to a company. A lot of this stuff sort of everyone's going, that's strange. It's the same. So you just pop these details in. Okay, it's as easy as that. And today we're going to, we have WA, okay? 6016. Same as registered office. I'm going to go yes because I don't want to type it all out again. Email. We've put in an email here, guys. Actually, you know what? We'll use come to there and go next. So we're just putting in the registered office, principal place of business, just because we need to put that information on the order form when we put it through for ASIC, and you pop in your email address and go next. What we then do here is who's owning the business name. So again, we go back to that first one up here, guys, under business information. Okay, you need to make sure you have an ABN. If you haven't got an ABN, and the ABN's got to be in the name of the individual. So it could be an individual or a company. And again, make sure the ABN ties back to who you're putting here. So let's put in here Craig Stevens, individual. Place of birth, let's put in here Sydney, country of birth Australia. Date of birth, sorry, that is 20/05/2020. Birth city, Sydney. Birth state, let's pick up New South Wales. And again, we use the address of Unit 61, 7 Walters Drive, Osborne, Park in Western Australia, 6016. So this ABN that I've got under business information here is directly owned by Craig Stevens and here. So if you want to add another, you can add another individual if you want, or you can add a company, whatever you want. We'll just delete that back out. If you change this from individual to company, what it will do is open up this ACN box, you put an ACN in, and then it's really that easy. So I'll just quickly run through that because it does seem too simple for a lot of people. We leave this as no because you're not transferring. This video is about a new business name. Come in here, pop in your business name, your ABN, whether you want a binder and the registration period, 1 or 3 years, the address and where the business is going to run from. Registered office is where the head office is, I guess, is where you put these. We generally be the same address for business names, very similar to when you're doing companies. And make sure you fill out all this information we need to know: date of birth, country of birth, birth city, and birth state, as well as street address. Please don't give us a PO box. And then once you've got all that in, go save and review. This will bring up the usual overview sheet, okay? So just be very aware. This one's a little bit different, and I'll get to why it's different. So again, we still got your order number, your product, the date and time ordered, the registered name, so the ABN, the name of the business, registration 1 year, you don't want a binder, registered office and principal place of business both the same, and the owner or the name holder. But please be aware of this little yellow thing that comes across the bottom, okay? By placing this order, you authorise CCASA to register the business name on behalf of the entered holders and declare that all holders are not disqualified and have no convictions precluding them from holding a business name. Be aware it is a criminal offence to make false or misleading statements or admit material matter from your application. Please, before you click place order, you've read this whole form, including the yellow box. Click place order. That will then send through the order. Again, it says complete, but it's not complete. A business name is no documents. Everything else has documents down here and across the bottom. This does not have documents across the bottom because it is not something that's done online. It is very much an offline document. So the team will get this order and they will check it to make sure it's got all the information. They will then process that order manually, like we do a company name. We process it. This will be processed. Once it's been authorised and successful, the team will email the person, whoever's ordered it, email them and say, here is a copy of the stickered incorporation and a whole bunch of other documentation which will go there, including the information on how to change the email address in the ASIC website, which you do need to get your client to do, or you need to do on behalf of your client. And then if you want a binder, we'll print it all out, pop it in the binder and post it off to you. All right, well, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us all a call, and we'll look forward to talking to you